Hey everyone, this is Jackie with Thoughts from the Hot Tub. It's Wednesday, December 24th, 2025, Christmas Eve, for those of us who celebrate Christmas. And it's a chilly day. I had to shovel a couple inches of snow before I could open up the hot tub today. I imagine I'm quite a sight in my Crocs and my bathrobe. Happily, I don't have to see me when I'm standing in the bathrobe. So today I was listening to the Happy Minds meditation and mindfulness app, and the learning segment was something that I've been trying to do for a while, and it just reminded me how important it is. It talks about turning enemies into allies. Now, it's not talking about people necessarily, because it's talking about doing your meditation and trying to clear your mind, and how things pop into your mind when you're trying to focus on something else, and how when you're just new to meditation, quite often you're focusing on your breath, for example, but your mind will start to wander, and then you go off on a tangent somewhere, and you've got to pull yourself back to thinking about your breath. And it's suggesting, or the app suggested, that when something pulls your attention away from your breath, instead of saying, oh, I'm failing, and forcefully pull your mind back to your breath, take a look at what it is that your mind is going to and acknowledge it, and somehow find a way to turn it into an opportunity. For example, if you're thinking you're concentrating on your breathing, and a noise comes in to your background, and you focus on it for a second, and it makes you think of the traffic outside, and you have to go and do grocery shopping or Christmas shopping or whatever it is that you've got to do, and you start stressing about how little time there is left since it's Christmas Eve. Instead of making that into a whole big stress-filled problem, try stopping for a minute and saying, I guess there's going to be a bit of a delay in doing the Christmas shopping today. There's going to be a lot of traffic. What can I do while I'm sitting in traffic? I can concentrate on the list so I know what I'm going to be buying when I get to the store. Or I can let somebody in because they're having a bad day too, and there's no sense in all of us being stressed. Just little things that you can do to turn it away from an enemy and turn it into an ally. So it's the idea that everything can be an opportunity if you refocus your thoughts. And standing in line at the grocery store, and there's a big lineup, and it's going to take you a while, and you feel like you're wasting time. You can talk to the person that's next to you, about how long the line is, or how much you've got to do still, or whatever you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, is the point. You can turn it into something at least manageable. Not sure if I made that point or not. I guess I have. It's hard when I'm talking because I'm not listening back to what I'm saying. I guess that's my struggle with this, is that when I'm doing the recording, I'm trying to make a point about something, but sometimes other things get in the way. And I have to stop for a second and think about that. One of the things that gets in the way is I'm holding onto my phone, and while I'm looking at it, emails keep popping up, and I have to consciously not pay attention to the email, or I'm going to forget what I'm talking about. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is that there are things we can't control in our life. We can't control the lineups at the grocery store. We can't control necessarily what pops into our mind when we're trying to focus on something else. But we can control our response to it. And it's by controlling that response that we change our outlook and we change our whole day from something that's going wrong to something that's going better. And I think that's a big takeaway, is how can you make your day better by focusing on the opportunities instead of on the problems. So this is Jackie with Thoughts from the Hot Tub, and it's Christmas Eve. Hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.